One hot summer day, a fruit peddler stopped his wheelbarrow at the side of a road. The peddler was a very greedy and selfish man, and he smiled as he thought, "It is hot today and the road is dusty. Everyone who walks by here will be thirsty, and I will sell all my juicy pears." As the sun climbed higher in the sky, many people did walk by, and those who had enough money bought a pear and went their way refreshed. But some could not spare the few pennies and only looked thirstily at the pears. In the middle of the afternoon, an old man dressed like a farmer stopped at the wheelbarrow. Over his shoulder, he carried a hoe as if he had just finished working, and he looked tired and thirsty. His clothes were ragged, and it seemed as though he let the rain wash his face and the wind comb his hair. But if you looked closely, you could see his eyes were bright and that there was something special about this man. The stingy fruit peddler, however, could only see that he was shabby and did not have enough money to pay for a pear. Gently, the old man asked for a pear, explaining that he did not have any money. But the stingy old peddler only shouted, "Go away, worthless person, my pears are for sale. I do not give them away to every rascal who stops by." Again the old man asked, saying that he wanted only one of the smallest and driest of the pears. "Leave me before I beat you," cried the fruit peddler, so loudly that a crowd gathered around the two of them. The people felt sorry for the old man and asked the fruit peddler to give just a small pear to him. It would not cost very much, and the fruit peddler would be repaid by the happiness of the old man. "You are very generous with my property. I do not give pears away. If you wish to make this worthless one happy, buy a pear for him yourselves." Someone in the crowd then gave a coin to the peddler. He selected a large pear and handed it to the thirsty old farmer. The farmer thanked the man who had bought the pear and bowed politely to the others in the crowd. Then, in a twinkling, he ate the pear down to the core. To the surprise of everyone, he picked out all the seeds. He chose one and threw the rest away. "You have been so kind to me," he said to the people, "that I shall show you something that you might not have seen before, and which may amuse you." The old farmer took up his hoe. He dug a hole, and into it he placed the seed. He put earth over it and tramped it down with his foot. He then called for a kettle of hot water. He sprinkled the ground with it, and immediately a green shoot sprang up. In a few moments, it was a foot high, and as the crowd watched in amazement, it grew and grew into a tall pear tree. Before their eyes, buds appeared. The tree burst into bloom, and as the blossoms fell off, the fruit began to form. The little pears swelled and swelled. They grew yellow and soft, and they were ripe. "You young boys, whose legs are more nimble than mine, climb the tree and toss down the pears," said the old man. The boys picked all the fruit. And soon everyone in the crowd had a pear. Even the fruit peddler. When all the fruit was gone, the farmer raised his hoe and with a few quick blows, cut down the pear tree. As it fell to the ground, the tree shriveled until only the slender trunk was left. The old farmer picked it up, and using it as a staff on which to lean, he went his way with a low bow to the crowd. He was gone so quickly that they could hardly believe it had happened. But no sooner was the farmer out of sight than the stingy fruit peddler cried, "My pears! My pears! They've all disappeared! It was that farmer. He must be a magic genie. They were my pears he used on his wonderful tree." "If that is true," said a bystander in the crowd, "it is just what you deserve for your treatment of the old man. We must always have pity for the poor and respect the elderly." It was a hard lesson for the stingy peddler, but one he never forgot. Nor did anyone who was there that day and saw the blossoming of the wonderful pear tree.